give it up for my very good friend, Mr. James Nichols.
Give it up for Ryan. Give it up for Frank. I have been with my girlfriend for 7 years now, guys. 7 years. You guys weren't going to clap, but I'm holding it against you. It's the best thing in my life, and you didn't feel it needed applause. Okay, all right. I'm watching you guys. No, 7 years we've been together. We started having the marriage conversation. We started talking about it, and every time we bring it up, I started getting like really nervous. You know, like really freaked out. But I really couldn't figure out why I was getting so freaked out, you know? I love her more than anything I've ever loved anything. That wasn't a sentence. But it's true, that's how I feel, you know? I see us spending the rest of our lives together, so I couldn't figure out why I was getting so scared. But then I figured it out. What was happening was I was picturing our wedding day, and I was envisioning us standing up on the altar, and us sharing the altar with her murderer's row of friends and just like my JV squad of idiots. That's what it was. I'll give you the best example I can. Her maid of honor is her best friend in the world. Just graduated from Harvard with her PhD in biomedical engineering and gave the eulogy at my girlfriend's father's funeral. Okay? My best friend in the world is a borderline alcoholic gym teacher who I just found out regularly shits his pants. That's my best man. That's the best I got. He's gonna have my rings in his shit-filled pockets. And I just found this out. We've been friends for 20 years. I just found this out. We were at a party. Someone's like, "Hey, when's the last time you shit your pants?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it was like 7 and I had an accident." He goes, "What? I crap my pants all the time." That's the highest I got. That's terrible. Her number 2, her second choice, just became the youngest partner in her accounting firm's 100-year history. Okay, 100 years, youngest ever. My number 2 is my buddy Chuck, whose real name is Dan. The reason we call him Chuck is because in the 4th grade he snuck knives into school and we nicknamed him after the Chucky doll. That's the Toon Squad rolling it against her Monstars, and it still gets worse. Her third choice, one time drove an hour and a half each way to pick me and shit pants up from a Yankee game. Because he got too drunk to drive home, okay? That makes her a better best man than my best man. My third choice is my buddy Steve. I have no interesting stories to tell you about Steve, because he fucking sucks. I hate Steve so much. His favorite food in the world are regular Pringles. Okay? Regular Pringles. In a culinary universe where bacon and filet mignon exist on the same plate, he would rather pop open a can of regular Pringles. Okay? They're not even the best Pringles. It's sour cream and onion, and everyone knows it's Steve. How do you look in a tux?
I think okay.
All right. I might need you up there. All right. Steve's out. Can you keep an eye on Chuck, though? He might have a knife. Just kidding. Friends, really badly. I used to be a teacher. Anybody in here? Anyone? Nobody? Solid. Good. They're home asleep already. They have to wake up so early in the morning. They had to get up. I was a substitute teacher, I should say. I wasn't a full-blown teacher. I would never recommend that job to anyone. It kind of just makes you hate children. That's all it really does. The problem was I think I was too young when I became a sub. I was like 20 years old when I started subbing. So what would happen is like I would just go out at night and get all fucked up and then like stumble into school at 7:30. I'd be teaching kids why drugs and alcohol are bad while like actively coming down from drugs and alcohol. Right? Like, why shouldn't you do cocaine? Because it makes first period a bitch, Timmy. So shut up. Jesus. My least favorite part of teaching though is when kids would ask me this question. They'd be like, why do I need to learn this? You know, why do I need to learn the Pythagorean theorem? I'm not going to use this in my everyday life. I think you're right. You're not going to use the Pythagorean theorem in your everyday life, but you need to learn it just so that you know it exists, right? Just so that later in life you don't see someone build a bridge and then you stone the engineer for being a demon man. Like, when it comes to science and math, you don't need to know how, you just need to know of. That's it. That's all that's asked to do. They'd be like, oh, why do I need to know how the water cycle works? You don't. You just need to know of it so you don't end up worshiping the rain. Okay? So you don't sacrifice a virgin because it's been sunny for a week. That's all you need. This is apropos of nothing, but I am a huge fan of the Olympics. Anybody? Anybody? Just excited? I don't care for the sports. They're whatever. They're whatever. Get out of here. The best part of the Olympics are the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, guys. If you don't know why, it's because the opening ceremonies of the Olympics are alternately a parade of human triumph mixed in with a march of human suffering, and it's always like whitewashed over by the upbeat voice of Bob Costas, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, he'll always be like, here comes the Belgian team. Belgium, of course, the home of the world's best chocolate. You'll see there, they're led by their swim captain, Sarah Peters. It says here, 2 moms used to wake up every morning at 4 a.m. and drive for an hour and a half each way to the Olympic Training Center. That's a lovely little story. They're followed by Bosnia and Herzegovina. You'll see the entire team's wearing black armbands to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the violent ethnic cleansing in that country. They're also led by their swim captain. Says here she had no moms, no parents to speak of. She was raised by wolves. She swims doggy paddle. It's a miracle she made it here. Here comes Canada. Canada, our lovely neighbors to the north. Look at them in the matching tracksuits. Red and white, don't they look spiffy? This next team knows a lot about those tracksuits. Cambodia! Team sewed those tracksuits to pay their way here. This next team, here comes the United States of America. US of A. There's 500 athletes on this team. We asked them all why they wanted to win. They said they wanted to make their country proud. They're followed by Yemen. There's one athlete on this team. We asked her why she wanted to win. She said a burning desire for revenge. Turns out her entire family was killed in a drone strike. Yeah. She throws javelin, which is ironic, because that's the type of missile it was. The second is brought to you by Visa. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be, which is not Yemen, guys. Don't have